Like many of you, I've been playing video games since I was a child. From having all the time as a kid to the responsibilities of adulthood, something was lost. I lost my connection to video games and barely played any of them. Today I'm gonna talk about how I fell in love with video games once again. Like previously mentioned, my journey with this type of media began normal. I have my childhood games and I have memories with friends. After school, I'd spend hours engrossed in a video game. I was a wee lad holding his controller under the glow of an old CLT. However, this sort of young bliss would of course fade away as the time train kept rolling. Every other neighborhood kid would end up moving away and I was now in high school. Co-op gaming was now a dead concept for me. The real question to answer in this video is why did I stop playing new single player games? Well, when I think about it, it's a combination of two things. First was just general slackness. New games take time to learn and get into. When I wanted to play games, I just returned to the same ones I was used to. I'd replay Halo levels or just go on a rampage in Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't know if it was even fun half the time, but it was familiar. The second reason, which is much bigger, is the website YouTube. YouTube has greatly changed my life in many different ways outside of video games. However, for this video, we are just gonna stick to its impact on my gaming. To start off, YouTube is a major distraction. It's very easy to waste many hours during a day just watching YouTube. This is a problem I still fall into, although not to the same degree. Another aspect of this is that it became difficult for me not to have audio in the background. This made playing new game stories difficult as I felt I always needed to be listening to something. The other way YouTube impacted my gaming was when I started this very channel. I felt like I always needed to be working on videos. Every video game I played had to be ran through a capture card while I tried to think of a video for the game. Playing video games for fun was no longer an option. It was now work. Days off were now work. Relax at home, that can't be something. You gotta work on YouTube. Hell, even now I feel immense guilt if I don't get videos done on my days off. Now, to finally answer the question of how I fell in love with video games once again. Well, it goes back to The Last of Us 2. Now, this has nothing to do with the quality of the game. I'm not here to debate that. It has everything to do with what the game is, and that is an interactive and immersive experience. It reminded me of how great it is to just play a video game and not worry about anything else. For some reason, Red Dead Redemption 2 didn't relight my love like it should have. I mean, I love that video game. It was the same concept. For some reason, it didn't do it. I don't know why The Last of Us 2 did it, but it rewoke a hunger I had for video games. After the hunger reawoke, I made some discoveries and had some clarity. I came to terms with the fact that some game genres just aren't for me. I like single player games with a story, so that's what I should pursue. An additional piece of clarity as I become older, I've realized that video games can be therapeutic. Being immersed and distracted from real life for a little bit is good for the brain. Nowadays, I no longer stress about time management either. Instead of always worrying about being Haytham Gruxton, I can put Haytham Gruxton away for a while and just be the real me. I can say, oh fuck it, no YouTube video today. I'm just gonna enjoy the video game ride. This video might sound negative, but it's not. Video games are awesome. They're interactive things that move on a screen with things looking, things moving. It's fucking magic on a screen. I mean, think about it. Think about how amazing a game is. It's like a build game. Well, they used to be like build games that are electronic. You can fucking touch things on the screen. You can move things. You can interact with characters. You can get almost a second life. It's insane. Video games are great. They're not that expensive either. That's like the value and the magic of video games. And hey, can you tell I'm off script right now, ranting a passionate rant? Long live video games. Video games are cool, they're fun, and I am once again on that video game ride.